Hi, this is Slimedog,
Topo,
and today we are playing the Talos Principle by Croteam on the PS4. This is a really great kind of puzzle, straight-up puzzle game. If you're fans of the original Myst, or any of those kind of, well, point-and-click adventures, but kind of puzzle games, this is definitely one of the better ones.
it is a single player, but once again, Slimedog will drive around, and I can, and you know, you can get as many people. We had a group of 4 people sitting here trying to figure out how to set up the lasers on one of these. So, you know, it's certainly, and as many as want to sit around and try and solve puzzles together, and whatever kind of patience you have to work with others solving puzzles, I suppose.
Well, this is true, yeah. I guess if we're being technical, this probably owes more to Portal than it does to Myst, in the sense that you're given like an objective puzzle, and it's up to you to kind of devise a physics-related way around it.
Yes.
And
using props to do it, the lasers and the reflectors and stuff.
Yes, you've got a couple sets of tools that you find in the levels, and you have to use those tools to kind of construct a way around it.
So this is, when you first start, you are in the first world, which is A. We did A, and we've actually done the whole game. There's C over there, there's B over there, and behind us is the tall, tall tower.
Dun dun dun. Not too long into the game, it becomes apparent that the world that you're in is a computer simulation. You see like glitching all over the place, and these puzzles are part of a big, elaborate computer world. Why you're doing it, and you know, the
story of what happens,
kind of what unfolds. It's tied to sort of this post-apocalyptic thing. It's actually got a really great plot. I can't say enough about it.
And that's, you know, if you want to just go solve some puzzles, go for it. They're beautiful, they're fun, some are really simple, some are hair-pulling. But however you do it, there's also all the little, show the little QRs in this, like there's always all these QR codes that you can walk up and, well, okay, there's one around the corner here. I'm sure of it. Just things that you can, little bit here on the wall, just little notes from people.
You can zoom in on them and read them, and if you actually translate the QR codes with your phone, it'll give you the message too. So
right.
I think they probably just gave you the English translation out of convenience, but
well, because originally I think this is a PC game that's ported from Steam over to and we are playing the PS4 version.
Right. Devolver released it in 2014, and we didn't get the PS4 version until 2015. But I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, all right, hit the button.
Now we're going to World C.
B, which is an Egyptian-themed world.
This one's, the first one was, like, Greek, I would say.
Sort of
mythos.
Ancient Greek ruins.
Right.
The second one's Egyptian ruins. And the third one's sort of English castles, like British.
Oh, right. There were moats and such. Very fun, very inventive. What we're pointing out today.
Go ahead.
Our World 4 is where you're headed. Oh yeah, no, 7. We're pointing out a couple of our favorite. There are many Easter eggs in this.
Tons. In spite of the fact that it's very serious, it's got this kind of end-of-the-world plot, and you spend most of the story kind of arguing philosophy with a DOS prompt.
Oh yeah, you forgot to show the computer, but...
there's the computers over there that you get most of your story and or interactions with the other mostly disembodied characters in the game.
Sometimes you'll see other bodies, much like yours, walking around, and then you're like, this isn't the pile, it's around the corner.
Okay.
And you know, and at first you're like, wait, who's that? What? But you pick up here. It's up here.
And these are hubs. Each of the hubs has a number, like 6 or 8 different.
There was a little glitch there, and oh, you see your hand, your robot.
Picked up the crowbar, spelled capital C-R-O, which is a reference to Croteam. In spite of the fact that it has a very smart, philosophical, you know, well-written plot, this game also has a ton of Easter eggs that, you know, are references to
Developers Island was wicked fun. I loved going in there.
A lot of references. Croteam made the Serious Sam series, so a lot of it is references to Serious Sam.
And we're falling. Into.
Boom.
Da-da-da-da. Now start tier. There you go. So there's
Ode to crates. Is this road? Ode to boxes. Let's see. Yep.
Break it.
Right there, if you'll recognize, this is a crate from Doom, the original Doom. This one looks like a Tomb Raider crate. What do you think?
Probably. Well, yeah, let's go look around. That one's open. This one would be...
This is, I think, a Serious Sam, although I guess it could be Duke Nukem box or crate. This guy...
Oh.
Not sure whose crate this
See,
is.
some of them, and again, it's the PC reference where I don't know as many...
Everyone can ID a Minecraft. Yep,
what could that be?
And this guy is, oh, come on, that's failing me.
We should have peeked before we started. Oh, what could that be? Okay,
Whoa.
Another one of our favorite games.
This is a
Oh, here's the Serious Sam one, which
this is obviously Serious Sam. And look, you can break it, and when you do, there's a little cat.
There goes
There goes
Schrodinger's cat, I think.
He was in the box. Turns out he's alive this whole time.
So that's just a fun little room you can find, and you happen to have a crowbar, so you can... But can you break that one, too?
I can't break any others except for the Serious Sam one. But... there you have it. Yeah, this room is just strictly straight up an Easter egg.
And you can roam out here, by the way. All this world, look over to the right. All over here, you can like just roam for ages. I mean, not forever. It does end, but there's tons of. If you want to go for it. The puzzle parts are inside this walled area over here on the left.
Yeah, it's a hub, so there's individually kind of walled off areas where the individual puzzles are. But then also, part of the overarching kind of the tougher puzzles to get, they have a series of stars hidden. And a lot of those stars involve taking the tools out from the areas.
Well, you can see, like, walk to the left. No, wait.
Illustrate one.
Walk on the left here. Walk through there. Just walk through there.
Okay.
And, oh, look. At your hand, you're no longer carrying the crowbar. You can't carry tools through these purple walls.
Right.
Is what I was trying to show.
But
so that's sort of the gist of it. You're sort of and there's the DOS screen there on behind the sign there, behind you. There it is. And this is where you can talk with the computer, which can be really fun and you learn all sorts of. It's entertaining. If you want to do a lot of the reading, it's very informative. It's got the whole story and the whole idea of it that throughout the game.
If you're not into the reading, you can mostly just skip it.
Skip puzzles and do
it's
puzzles.
Almost all flavor text, but it was cool enough that it's really worth reading.
We're completionists, so we really like to go through and find out what we're fighting for or what have you.
We can, yeah.
And so that one was just an Easter egg that we showed you. That's a really fun one. This one that we're showing you, no, you have to go show them the sign. Is actually, there are bonus gold stars that you can collect throughout the game. That it shows actually on I think when you first walk in how many stars are in an area.
These stars can be very, very difficult to find, and this one in particular took us a long time to locate. Even though we kind of knew what we had to do, it took us forever to figure out what the
somebody had written up from, I think he'd played on PC and posted online what we were supposed to do. I mean, where we were looking.
The burning heart always looks to the highest peak. The clue's printed right here on the Sphinx, and we figured out pretty quickly that glitch actually doesn't mean anything.
No, that just sort of happened.
The peak of that pyramid back there is actually a laser emitter. Okay, I think we
which you can sort of, if you go, because we were looking at now just look with your cursor. You can see. I think can't you? Doesn't it? Don't look. Put the cursor.
Yeah, only if you're carrying a laser emitter, a reflector.
Oh. But up there is your highest peak.
Yeah. We figured from there you have to shine it somewhere in the Sphinx, but we could not find anywhere on the Sphinx that would accept that laser. So eventually we sussed it out, and I'm going to show you where it is so that you don't have to spend as much time agonizing over it as we did.
Because now here's some of the tools. There's a connector. You just show the connector real quick.
You can pick up connectors.
You pick up the connector. You aim it at a light emitter.
Like that. That would be a laser emitter, and then.
And here's the target.
Here's the laser receiver, and then that will, once that charges the receiver, it'll bring down that gate.
Once those things connect, then it'll open the door that you need to get to. The thing is, with this one, the wall is in the way.
Yeah.
So another fun thing you can do is record yourself. So you make a digital copy, it picks up this. You don't have to connect to that because it's not connecting.
And what we're going to do is actually just sort of cheat our way through it. Ordinarily, you connect your laser to your reflection, you record it, and...
I think it's too close. It's hitting the wall.
You connect your recording in the echo, and that gets you through the gate. This is kind of a mid-level puzzle, so there's other ones that kind of get you used to all these concepts beforehand. It doesn't throw you into a cold. However, because we're not really looking to solve this puzzle, we're looking to get that star from the Sphinx.
And this one we sort of stumbled on where we were able to glitch our way. Go pick up your emitter.
So we're just going to cheese our way through it. And
now see your copy. You can show the copy. The copy has his own copy of the, and that's you, by the way. Your copy of you.
That's what you look like, apparently. You're a robot.
Which is pretty cool. I mean, it's like you get so attached. By the end, you're like, oh, come on, because it's still, yeah. It's a fun game. I really like it. I love it for the story. Love it for the puzzles. So,
pretty much everything. As long as they don't fall off here, we should be good to go.
It'll be all right.
Okay. See, we hopped out of the level. We've got our little laser emitter,
which would normally be blocked out by our purple door, but because we were
a purple door.
Right, since we, snuck our way through. Now you can show
right
here.
There is
right
actually
there.
The piece in the Sphinx. See the little blinky dot? Right there in the middle of his chest. You can't see it. It's behind an invisible wall, so you didn't really know what to connect to. But there, from there.
But it says select, and you can select it, and now you can connect them.
Mm-hmm.
So your emitter's on top of the pyramid. The Sphinx has the connector.
And you can see the door
as
rising.
we've already solved the puzzle, the star isn't here, but this is where you find that star
right there. So
for this level.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the Sphinx one was one of our most difficult to pinpoint because without the connector, as he pointed out, you can't actually see. From the puzzle, we could see the pyramid top, but we couldn't figure out how to get it over to the Sphinx.
We were looking for something visible on the Sphinx, and it turns out the receiver on the Sphinx is not visible. It's in its
not
chest,
until you have the connector.
Behind
so.
A hidden wall or like an invisible wall. Or
but those are some of the fun. There's the echo. There's the lasers. There's red lasers and blue lasers, and they crisscross across each other, and floating boxes and fans you can use to propel yourself, propel boxes. It's got a lot, I mean, puzzle-wise, and it is chock full
The
of
Easter
puzzles.
eggs go on forever.
Yeah, the
this
Easter
game
eggs
has
are...
more Easter eggs than any other game I've seen. You're like a ton of stuff from like Serious Sam, but like also just like complete hilarious crazy stuff.
And stuff that you would never even like. You don't have to, obviously, as an Easter egg. You don't have to find it, but the note in the bottle on the beaches. We found a couple of those, and it was just like, oh my gosh, look how fun is that?
Lord of the Rings, pretty much everything. I think Harry Potter.
They had the DOS that 404 screen.
Oh yeah.
The blue screen of death on one of the monitors. That was like, and you had to go physically look. That's for somebody who goes and explores and would go find it, because
it really
you're not going to find it.
Heavy exploration. So it's just an extremely clever game. It's beautiful to check out. Highly recommended if you like games like Portal. You should definitely give this a shot.
Right, and if you enjoy puzzle games, because there are so many puzzles. Even if you don't go into the depth of the story, which of course I recommend, puzzles themselves are just really fun. And like I said, some are especially the earlier levels, they show you how, you can do this and that, and the other higher ones that can be, we spend quite some time.
Ages. In fact, we still haven't cleared all the expansion, but it's...
that's our the next one.
There's a ton to do. Well, that's this in a bottle. Strongly recommended. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, and please go play Talos Principle.